Hello, Aries. I am Wondernanda. This is Let It Be Tarot. Welcome to your reading for the eclipse season between the new moon in Scorpio and the full moon in Taurus. I'd like to open today with some keywords of the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you for who you are. I'm sorry for the painful memories we share with each other. Please forgive me if I, my relatives and ancestors, have offended you, your relatives and ancestors. Thank you for uniting my path with yours for healing, for my contribution to the healing of this earth. Let's take an initial general energy for Aries. Fives talked about power. There it is. The Six of Pentacles came out again. Fives talk about power, struggle, or conflict. And sixes talk about balance, adjustment, harmony. So there is a movement here from some kind of power struggle or inner conflict to harmony, to an adjustment. And the swords, the Five of Swords, they talk a lot about the mind, understanding. So perhaps we're looking at understanding what's going on outside the outer world with our physicality. Oh, these are coming out fast. With our, yes, everything physical, our resources, the tangible, but also our values, what we value. Six of Cups, Three of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords here, reversed. I rarely get reversals, but this seems interesting, paired with the Five of Swords, which talks about a mental conflict. So here we do see given the Six is followed by the Five here, and we have the Three of Wands. This is a very nice depiction of the Three of Wands. It's very much likened to how I interpret the Three of Wands, which is after a period of sorting out what is it that needs addressing. Now we can start taking some steps. Now we can start taking some action. Even if it is one rung at a time, one step at a time. But the action has begun towards the balancing out. And here we have a balancing out as well. I look at the Two of Coins very much like a balancing of our inner selves with our outer reality, with our outer selves, and how well are they working together? How harmoniously are they reflecting each other, our inner life and our outer life? So the magician talks about manifestation, yes. It talks about a beginning. It talks about realizing that we do have the tools at our disposal. Not only at our disposal to be used in the material and physical world to take actual steps and use certain tools and skills and resources, but the magician also talks about a knowing, a realizing that I also have resources within me. I have knowledge, capability, experience, wisdom, foresight. To put these, to merge these worlds in a more balanced way. And what is balance? It is simply that which works harmoniously, that which is not conflicting to ourselves and with others. We do have 2 sixes as well. The Six of Cups talks about soul connections with others. They also talk about what we have brought, our story, looking back at our story, perhaps nostalgia, perhaps learning from our story. It's interesting how I always shuffle these cards thoroughly. And I have gotten many repeated themes. Here we have the Six of Pentacles again. So definitely there is a readjusting of the physical, of what's going on for you here on Earth, on your reality, in your reality, I mean, yes. So perhaps coming out of a nostalgia, or perhaps coming out of what you have been looking into within yourself, so that some readjustment can take place. Because so without, so within, so within, so without, right? So some looking into self perhaps has been taking place. And the need and the understanding. It's even further than a need because there's a progression here. There's already action being taken towards adjustment, or perhaps towards coming out of that nostalgia, coming out of that dream state, or a hermit-like state. I'm getting the hermit. Back into the physical world. Perhaps there's a feeling of, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Temperance reversed. Or perhaps there's a feeling of, perhaps the feeling is, can I see clearly now that the rain is gone? So maybe there's an understanding that, again, some balancing out needs to happen. I keep saying the word balance, a harmonizing, yes, so that you feel in harmony with self, mostly. More importantly, which is what is going to reflect around you. So yes, as you take steps, you are still asking questions. The Muse of Voices, which could be also the King of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords here. So there's a lot of mental activity going on. A lot of analyzing. A lot of intellectual activity going on. But with, you know, from the Queen of Swords reversed to the King of Swords to the Muse of Voices, there is more clarity. There is more decisiveness. There is more of a plan, of a strategy, of a feeling, okay, I do know what I need to do. And then there is that Aries energy, the charging forward, the passion. Let's draw on that. Let's draw on the passion. What is the passion? That which speaks to me, that which calls me. It's that spark, it's that flame that calls me forward, that pulls me forward. Out of this nostalgic past, memories, dwelling, you can start taking the steps now. Perhaps change that question of whether, can I see clearly now that the rain is gone? And understand that you are in the process lovingly towards self and others. You're changing this to, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. And even if it does rain, and these are fireworks, but it can be rain. And even if it is raining on me, it is cleansing me. I am moving forward. These are many lessons, many coming to conclusions, and you're deciding what is coming with you, what you're bringing with you, what you're not bringing with you, leaving some weight behind and moving forward. Thank you very much, Aries. I'd like to close with the Serenity Prayer. Which Let It Be Tarot likes to base itself upon. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change them. The courage to change the things I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I got some of the words mixed up there, and perhaps there is a calling here, a need, a wanting. I see a genuine wanting to know the difference here. It's time for me to know the difference between what I can change and what I cannot change. Thank you, Aries. I'll see you again when I see you again.